So we want to talk about Astra Black and we want to talk about the PNP in a them little conniving, cruel ideas. So the time is 3:30 and this hour is also brought to you by Pepsi, the hour between 3 and 4. So we're going to take the next item and come forward. Yes.
Boy, Alpha.
Got a boil, bickle enough. River flood and rain a fall. Rain a fall, but dirty tough.
Kaboom!
But remember, you know, great minds discuss ideas, you know, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people.
So, I don't know how to say this, but it's like the government, after the election, give out billions of dollars of contract to some private sector people them for do certain work. This is the people them say them don't have no money still. But I don't know, I smell a fish. This thing I smell fishy. Because I don't know if it's a reward for them contribution to the winning that the JLP got through. But it look kind of funny, the billions of dollars we them spend. We just want to read the article where we find this, you know. Fial Williams, in the House, the cabinet has approved several contracts totaling billions of dollars in the week since the Jamaica Labour Party administration was returned to office following the September 3rd general election. So since the election, them give out these contracts. These contracts was awarded to these contractors, these companies. The Minister of Information, Favour Williams, provided the update on Wednesday in what was the first of the bi-weekly post-cabinet press briefing held at Jamaica House since the JLP retook the reins of government. Now, Williams disclosed, and this is really some serious money out going here, so this is the government who don't have no money. The government, and I tell them not supposed to provide certain things, forget certain things back on track, you know, but these monies kind of look outrageous. And we still them not tell you how much the road in the junction costs yet, because we know it gone over $1.5 billion. Yes. Williams disclosed that M&M Jamaica Limited was granted a variation in its contract. Variation, you know, means them look on the contract and realize, you know, so this contract can need to get some more money. You think them easy? Eh? All right. Williams disclosed that M&M Jamaica Limited was granted a variation. Oh, it's news time? All right, to that news time. All right, go out with the news. We want to read this, you know, so we have to come up to the Supreme thing, the cash pot. But I can see how far we can read this thing at all. When it reached where it said, Williams disclosed that M&M Jamaica Limited was granted a variation in its contract in the sum of $111.8 million Jamaican dollars for the rehabilitation programs for emergency work on the 10th floor and roof repair at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James. The adjusted contract amount is now $208.1 million. The other contracts include $60.6 million Jamaican awarded to Contract Enterprise Limited towards the Middleton Jamaica Agriculture Society Rural Feeder Road Rehabilitation Project in St. Thomas. $69.8 million Jamaican dollars awarded to King Alarm Services Limited for security guard services at the Edna Manley College for the visual and performing arts. That are Fort Knox now. So, yeah man, King Alarm, a Fort Knox that. Them a pay $69.8 million to King Alarm for secure Edna Manley College. 16.3 million US dollar, which is 2.36 billion Jamaican to Canadian Bank Note Company Limited for the maintenance and support of the Jamaica passport issuing and control system at the procurement of 1,150,000 electronic passports or e-passports. E-passports, different style and all. $814,000 US, which add up to 85.2 million Jamaican dollars awarded to Northgate Public Services for the establishment of a station records management system for the Jamaica Constabulary Force. 143 million Jamaican dollars excluding tax to Price Waterhouse Company tax and advisory service for the implementation of the recommendations for the rationalization of public bodies. And we don't yet, you know, we're going to come forward when the cash pot finish, but this is amazing. Money are run. Money are run after the election, you know. Them say after the election. This is the operative word for me, you know. After election, these monies was dispersed or these contracts was given out after the election. Okay. Yes, we're there with you. And we're there to read this thing, yeah? All right. So, we should probably reach on this thing, yeah? All right. Price Waterhouse get 143 million to Price Waterhouse Coopers tax and advisory service for the implementation of the recommendations for the rationalization of yeah, them long words are Rasta. Tax and advisory services for the implementation of the recommendations for the rationalization of public bodies. 125.7 million Jamaican dollars to Modern Investigation and Security Company for the provision of private security guard services at National Health Fund facility for a period of 2 years. 126.5 million Jamaican dollars awarded to Chin's Equipment Rentals and Construction Company Limited for the modification and upgrading of the wastewater treatment facilities at the Ebony Park Art Academy at Tollgate, Clarendon. 792,000 US dollars, which is 150 million Jamaican dollar awarded to YP Seaton and Associates Company Limited for the replacement of the redundant emergency power generator at eGov Jamaica Limited. And last and least, 8.5 million US dollars, which is 1.23 billion dollars Jamaican, through e-learning Jamaica Limited to Royal Computers and Accessories Limited for the provision of 15,000 laptops for high school students in grade 10 to 13 and the PATH program. This is good, I think, all and well. But as it says at the top, these contracts was given since the election. And we know, so we kind of look through certain eye hole and I see certain things. And maybe not there, but given says politicians that do it and this government that do it, and given say these private sector organizations and group is in cahoots with the government, because we know that it's them the government that work for. The government of Jamaica is working for the private sector organizations. That is what them doing. So all of these millions of dollars would have hoped say now that the rain come, I guess them give out them contract there before the rain. So I hear about billions of dollars we are going to throw around the place. Fit patchy the road them again. So all of that now we have to look into. But it's a weird situation. Okay. So move to a foreign news. And this foreign news will take the place now. And that is the war in Ethiopia. The war in Ethiopia is raging. The Prime Minister of Ethiopia say he must go surround the place where they might fight the so-called, well, they might call them rebels. Tigray, the place. Yeah, Tigray. It's two tribes, you know. Omoro and the Tigray people, So the Prime Minister is now saying, him doing no talking. It's either them surrender or stand the consequences. And right now, me could play this.
Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has ordered the military to launch its final offensive against rebel leaders in the northern region of Tigray, in a conflict that aid groups fear could worsen the humanitarian crisis there. In a statement, Mr. Abiy said there was a carefully devised strategy to defeat the Tigrayan People's Liberation Front in the regional capital Mekelle without harming civilians. This is the fifth largest city in Ethiopia. It has a prominent university. More than 9 in 10 of the population are Ethiopian Orthodox Christians, according to a national census. There are reported to be about tens of thousands of TPLF fighters in and around the city, including many high-ranking former members of Ethiopia's military and intelligence forces who were pushed out after the 2018 elections. Let's take you to our correspondent Kalkadan Yibaltal, who joins us now from Addis Ababa. I know how difficult it is to get information out of Tigray, but can we confirm that this final offensive, as the Prime Minister is calling it, is now underway?
It looks that way, as you said. It's very difficult to know exactly what's happening right now. We don't even know if the actual fighting is happening right now. But since Prime Minister announced that the military are ordered to launch what he called the final phase of this military offensive, it's reasonable to expect that some sort of operation is going on there, some sort of clashes are happening there. But what we know is now we are seeing more of this conflict, and potentially for the coming days or even more, we might see fighting going on.
What are we hearing from the TPLF? Have they said that they will surrender, or are they vowing to fight on? Said there was a carefully devised strategy to defeat the Tigrayan People's Liberation Front in the regional capital Mekelle without harming civilians. This is the fifth largest city in Ethiopia. It has a prominent university. More than 9 in 10 of the population are Ethiopian Orthodox Christians, according to a national census. There are reported to be about tens of thousands of TPLF fighters in and around the city, including many high-ranking former members of Ethiopia's military and intelligence forces who were pushed out after the 2018 elections. Let's take you to our correspondent Kalkadan Yibaltal, who joins us now from Addis Ababa. I know how difficult it is to get information out of Tigray, but can we confirm that this final offensive, as the Prime Minister is calling it, is now underway?
It looks that way, as you said. It's very difficult to know exactly what's happening right now. We don't even know if the actual fighting is happening right now. But since Prime Minister announced that the military are ordered to launch what he called the final phase of this military offensive, it's reasonable to expect that some sort of operation is going on there, some sort of clashes are happening there. But what we know is now we are seeing more of this conflict, and potentially for the coming days or even more, we might see fighting going on.
What are we hearing from the TPLF? Have they said that they will surrender, or are they vowing to fight on?
Well, this military offensive, this latest military offensive, was not unexpected because earlier in the week, Prime Minister Abiy offered or announced a 72-hour ultimatum for the TPLF fighters to surrender peacefully. During that time, the top leadership of the party, they rejected those calls, and they said that they would fight to the end, and they said that they were ready to sacrifice all that's necessary to defend against what they call invaders. So they are not surrendering, and we're seeing both parties are going into this fighting. So no, we're not expecting surrendering, at least at this point.
The Prime Minister says he will try and keep civilians safe in Mekelle. Do we know how that would be possible, and also what the humanitarian situation is right now?
That's very difficult to know how that can be achieved, but he said that extra care will be given for civilians, the protection of civilians, and he said that the soldiers, the troops will be very careful not to cause any harm in the city. But that's very difficult to see how that can happen, because if there's an active fighting going on in that city where more than 500,000 people live, it's very difficult to see how civilians cannot be some sort of casualties. And we understand that the humanitarian crisis is worsening. More than 42,000 Ethiopians have already crossed borders to Sudan, and there are many others internally displaced. The government announced today that they are going to offer emergency assistance in the areas that they are controlling, and they're also setting up 4 camps for those who would like to return voluntarily from Sudan. But if the fight is still going on, that's difficult to see how people will choose to return to Ethiopia right now.
Kalkadan, thanks for updating us from Addis Ababa. We also have a live page up and running for you on our website. As I mentioned, really difficult to confirm what's happening in Tigray. Phone, mobile, internet communications with the entire region have been cut. But everything we know, we're putting on this website for you, updating it regularly. And you can also find out some background information there too, some of the history of the conflict there. Log on to bbc.com/news throughout the day to get the very latest.
But you know what I say now, we'll come back and talk about a picture that is going around on social media where the little idiot politician them from the People's National Party put out there, and Astra Black, the little idiot Rastaman who are carried further. So we want to talk about Astra Black, and we want to talk about the PNP in a them little conniving, cruel ideas. So the time is 3:30, and this hour is also brought to you by Pepsi, the hour between 3 and 4. So we're going to take the next item and come forward. Yes. So last time we talked about it, but we couldn't help it but talk about it again, because it looked like this brother here named Astra Black, they're on a campaign for discredit Rasta, who him claims to no vote for him. Yes, him a discredit Rasta, this is the idiot brother. No, you know, I want to tell the people them where I go on, you know. There's a picture on social media where have Mark Goldin. And by the way, we hear say a whole heap of the members them in the People's National Party. I said them no want a white man for govern them party. That is where them I say them no want a white man for govern them party. That is where it reach. So we'll tell you about this incident, you know, because that's a serious thing. That's a serious thing. There's a picture that there's no doubt in my mind that is some little People's National Party people put this picture out there. This picture of Mark Goldin, Bonnie Wheeler, 2 other Rasta, I can't remember the 2 Rasta them name, you know. 2 other Rasta and the sister there, I saw call her name, but this picture was taken about 5 years ago, about 2015, when the argument about the ganja legislation supposed to go on, and Mark Goldin was the main person in trying to get it decriminalized, and also to make Rastafari have a certain leeway. And we know say the arguments was continuing, and the negotiations were continuing. Well, apparently, which is what the picture is showing, the Rastafari bridging them a stand up beside Mark Goldin 5 years ago. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that since Mark Golding win the election for the People's National Party, some little unscrupulous people decide that they're going to put out this picture out there. For sure, say, the Rastafari brethren, them validate Mark Golding leadership. You hear me I say? Them put the picture there. Them put the picture there to make the people them believe, say, after Mark Golding win the election in our party, the rest of them a cheer him on now and I take picture with him for show him, say, yes, we really validate you as the leader. This picture was taken 5 years ago. No, that is not the big part of the argument. The big part of the argument is this now. This brother, we name Astra Black, where I try validate himself everywhere. Everywhere a little election I go and him try itch up himself to win election. Till the last thing him do now, him claim say him is a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. When him decides him going to be a member of the Jamaica Labour Party and I try get into it, they refuse him. The Jamaica Labour Party refuse him. So him start to leak against the Jamaica Labour Party now, but him still out there say him like the Holy One, holiness. Him love holiness, so him go and deal with holiness. No, this picture, the brother, when name Astra Black, take the picture. I tell you, say him worse than the politician them to me. Astra Black, you're terrible, man. You're dangerous. Astra Black, take the picture and put the British, the English anthem under the picture. Him overdub the picture. Him overdub the rule. Long live Queen Elizabeth over the picture and send it back out there and say it wouldn't bad if him just do that, you know. But after me call him about it, he might tell me, say, look here, Mark Golding represent the Queen. And Rasta never want to vote for him, but them now go vote for them aside with Mark Golding who represent the Queen. Therefore, Rasta represent the Queen. Me ask Astra Black, say, Astra Black, when the picture did it take, him say the picture there on the internet, me say, brethren, don't make them people there. Make you go on like you're idiot, you know, which obviously you is. The people them trick Astra Black by putting out a picture with 5 years ago. And him think say it's the other day to the point now where him start to leak against Rasta. Alright, what me I say is that obviously Astra Black did believe in our mind say this picture was taken during the election of Mark Golding to the presidency of the People's National Party. So him use the picture now, overdub the England anthem on it, and then now put it out there and spread it all over the place with all them logo upon the picture for tell the people them say, see there, Rasta I defend the Queen, even though them they have fight against the Queen. Astra Black, he's a dangerous man. Me I tell you that. And not only dangerous, but he's a lying. You lie more than the politician them. But as a matter of fact, you is a politician. You go to the school of the GLP and the PNP. Because now me hear you say you're against GLP and PNP. And you're afraid to say, you're not take up for holy one. But you know I say you're not take up for holiness. Because you never get elected in a them GLP group. Because that is where you did want. And anyway, the election space there, you run, go there, for come one, become Rasta representative. You can't represent I don't know if you're next Rasta. But you, Astra Black, cannot represent I, Mutabaruka Yaso, because you prove yourself to be a devious fellow at the lowest level. As so much years may I defend you. We give you much time per radio for talk, where you talk. You know, we know you from Chicago, come right down till me live in a Montego behind them thing there. And I always support you. To support you in your things, in your endeavors. And now me hear you leak against Rasta about Rasta now support you and them go support the Queen representative. When the Queen representative, where you talk about now, the picture with Bono Wheeler and the rest of them unite was taken years ago because of the coke, because of the ganja licensing thing and the decriminalization of the herbs. It come like say, me don't know, away in your head, brethren. Away in your head. What is in your head? Eh? What is in your head? Now you come insinuate and attack, say, oh, me not lick against IRV, because IRV, of course, me hear that. Me hear say IRV get up down at Westmoreland and go on stage with Golden and all them something there. Me want to call him and find out how that go. Because me not expect IRV for the on stage with Mark Golden. No, me not expect that. But that is not the point. The point is that you is anti-Rasta. You're fighting against Rasta just like the PNP and the JLP is doing and was doing for years. You know, see it? And I try put people in a position for really say what me I say, I say, no, that is what you really do. And I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to take back what I say. I say, Astra Black, you're a devious person. Devious. When you can't take picture we do 5 years ago because some other devious PNP people want to make it look like Rasta is in associated with them. And then now come put it like say, I and I now I celebrate the triumph of Mark Golden. Celebrate the triumph of Mark Golden. Oh, Mark Golden power I go help Rasta when we know say the two party them don't have Rasta in a them nothing. Them don't have nothing but Rasta and nothing. You know see it? Look how long the Holy One claims say them holiness far right to develop and the Rasta them who did suffer the atrocity in a 1963. Them right now have funds to help them. Since them said that, and since the Holy One apologized to the Rasta them, a whole heap of the Rasta them dead, who was supposed to get the benefits of that, and enough of the Rasta them get dead. So what do you think about that? Because that una wait for the Rasta them die out and say, well, them don't need the money again, and all them way there. It's a joke business. And you, Astra Black, even though you lick against all of the houses of Rasta, every one of them, you lick against the whole of them. Well, you can't lick against me now. Yes, you can't lick against me now. Because it's the first me will get up and say something against you, Astra Black. Politician Astra Black. We are trying to gain power in a Jamaica through political means and not getting nowhere with it. So you start to turn against your own. And when we say your own, now I talk about Rastafari. You start to name like Chichi. Yes, we are bite down the wood, till the building fall. And that's why you try to do. You're not going to do that. We're not going to allow you to do that. But join the JLP and go join the PMP and trick the people them. Same like oh, them a trick the people them. And that you have to do. Because we're not no gangster. We're not no gangster here. And we don't want no gangster round way. To come discredit everything where Rasta do and Rasta don't do. You always have fight against it because you say the Rasta them now vote for you. But them have vote for which Rasta vote? Which Rasta vote for Mark Golden? For make him come power. Eh? We're not into Mark Golden. We're not into Mark Golden. The man there don't do what them supposed to do already. And it's power, it's more power them a search for. It's more power them a search for. And this is the choice that them a give it continuously. This is the choice of them I give away. So, we just have said that for ease of certain steam off of me, because last night it dep on me. To me get up again and it dep on me. Because you carried further because you come WhatsApp me. After me and you talk, you come WhatsApp me, you come put it in my email. The same madness. What a piece of audacity and imagine you're going to put big Rastaman picture with the British national anthem, England national, the England anthem, and I come talk, say, see there, Rasta, I talk about them about the Queen, and them that defend the Queen, the Queen representative Mark Golding in a Jamaica. Them people that defend the Queen, we not defend no Queen, because we know the history of the Empire of England. And if you want to gain some little power in your little thinking, go and gain it. But low Rasta in your little political exaltation. Because we know in you, at least I don't know if you're next Rasta, but I know in you. Now, we say the Minister of National Security, he make an argument, I think last year, him say, if him get down the murder rate to 800, he will feel like he might do something. It means him not have no ambition when him say that. He not have no ambition. The murder rate are over 1,000 and you are trying to get it to 800. That means that you want 800, if 800 people are get murdered in Jamaica, you will feel good about that. Eh?
On IRFM. IRFM on Sunday. IRFM on Monday.
Because right now, the murder rate is dramatic. You see, meanwhile, the people them I watch the COVID. The COVID killed 200 odd people in a 6 months. The COVID also net over 10,000 people. And we hear say it's 4,000 odd people recover from it. No. The gunman in a Jamaica is creating more havoc than COVID. And the government for how much years now do this, do that, and it not stemming the murder rate, not stemming it. Now, the murder rate from January to now is 23 murders less than what it was last year. And we hear them it's like them want to keep party on the beach. It's like them want to keep party on the beach because 23 people less dead between January and November, you know. So we'll get somewhere. We're not getting nowhere. From the 1st of January till November right now, 1,161 people was murdered in Jamaica. 1,161 people was murdered in Jamaica. Last weekend was a terrible week. Terrible week. Because the amount of shooting and killing, all in a house, baby a get shot and woman a get shot and them are dead too. The man them now is not no 1 people are dead again, you know, it's all 7 and 6. It's a terrible thing. But see, meanwhile, we get diverted from the COVID, which is not, say we want to move from the COVID still because it is an imminent danger. But right now, the gunman them is of more imminent danger than the COVID. The thing with the COVID is that you can put on a mask and feel little secure. What are you going to do to feel little secure from the gunman? What can you do in Jamaica to feel little secure from the gunman? It is the duty of the government to provide protection for its citizens. And right now, it might not look that way because some of the people they're on the COVID thing, but people is scared. People is scared. The thing not going how it's supposed to go. It's not going supposed to go. You live in a country where the murder remember I said the year not done yet, you know. Remember I said the year not done yet, you know. We have 1 month left. We have to just call it 1 month and done. We have 1 month left in the year. So if we got 1,100 and add in a month, because you remember I said the COVID did a kind of, during the COVID it just start, it looked like the gunman them did kind of ease back. But them realized that, sure, some of them could have said, no, COVID not there about you, I'm going to shoot the boy. But them are try keep win. People are going up, man, police are going to dance and man shot them in them face and all them way there. This is not, I know, I say it's not good because the government is not protecting the people of Jamaica from the scourge. Them not protect you properly from the COVID either still. Since them keep them independence and since them keep them voting and them whole heap this and that surrounding the voting, surrounding them victory, the COVID spike up amongst the people. Them right now plan for do things where them not supposed to do now. You know, I set up the thing for Christmas now, and them know so the people them now follow the main protocol of this thing, yeah, which is the mask and social distance. Because only that una wait for the rest of this idea, say, the mask thing is a scheme. As a matter of fact, most of the people claim say COVID is a hoax. I don't know where them I listen to. I mean, I listen to them still, you know, because I read all of these arguments from so-called people who say them is this and who say them is that. And me come realize, say, yo, Astra Black, they are instituting right now. It's not something new because it has been done already in other pandemics. In 1918, and I keep referring to it. All right. You start to name like Chichi. Yeah, and Google out what till the building fall and that's what you do. We're not going to allow you for the GLP and go join the PMP and trick the people them. See them like, oh, they might trick the people them. And that you for do. Because we're not gangster. We're not no gangster here. And we don't want no gangster around we. For come discredit everything where Rasta do and Rasta don't do. You always have fight against it because you say, the Rasta them now vote for you. But them have vote for which Rasta vote? Which Rasta vote for Mark Golding? For make him come power. Eh? We're not no Mark Golding. We're not into Mark Gold.
A little argument did I go
there. Don't do what them supposed to do already. And it's power, is more power them I search for. Them is more power them I search for. And this is the choice that them I give it continuously. This is the choice that them I give it. So, we just have said that for ease of certain steam off of me. We'll continue the journey into this argument here about how we find ourselves between the devil and the devil. We now call the blue sea like say the blue sea and the devil are the same thing. Because you can't swim when you're in the blue sea. So we are say that the gun business has not been abated in no way. And if you hear them say things is getting better, it's lie them telling as usual. The gun killing, the murders has not been abated. 100, we keep saying 100, 1,161 people dead. Murder since the year start. 20 had less than what it happened last year at this time. But we know say the Christmas time a come on and the holiday season are come on. So you have both the COVID for contend with the people them who want to follow the protocol, who feel it's a conspiracy against the people them. So that's why them not follow it. And then you have the gunman them who don't care a hell if any COVID there or not. They want to kill a guy and kill a man and do all what they want to do. Him just do it. You understand? If a guy want to kill him, going to kill you. That is how it is in Jamaica. You could have hide little more or secure yourself. Him going to watch you. You think say them youth and I watch movie, them a watch movie. And the Ministry of National Security is not finding the formula to secure the people them in Jamaica. It is unacceptable that after what them call state of emergency, after Zozo, after more state of emergency and more state of emergency, where is the crime plan that we are here about now for about 4 years or 3? How much years now we are here about crime plan? You see, the People's National Party is no different. Because if them have a plan, them should sit down with the government and structure out the plan. Obviously, them don't have no plan. Them want to keep it to themselves. On to lose the election. So all the plans on have, on to keep it to yourself. It's not helping nobody. On the purpose was to help people. And if you lose the election and you don't have plans, you must sit down with the government and give them argument and show them what is FUNO formula to get rid of this scourge that is in Jamaica. That is what you must do. You can't talk about you have a plan and then you lose the election. You come like Donald Trump. Them say Donald Trump, well, we don't even know if he lose the election yet. We don't even know if he lose the election yet because when we see I go out in America, I laugh and it was not funny. I'm glad say nothing there. So, but Donald Trump lose the election. I say since him lose the election now, him want plan war against Iran. Him a pardon criminals. Him a do all that thing that is totally contrary. Because him realize that suppose him come this and that surrounding the 20th of January. And where him a do? Him a ask him if him can pardon himself. That is where him a do. Now if him have and now them a plan for do things where them know them a take responsibility now and pray, and set up the thing for Christmas where supposed to go come. Now follow the main protocol of this thing, which is the mask and social distance. Because only from this idea say, the mask thing is a scheme. As a matter of fact, most of the people, only people claim say COVID is a hoax. I don't know where them I listen to. I mean, I listen to them still, because I read all of these arguments from so-called people who say them is this and who say them is that. And me come realize what they are instituting right now, vaccinate the whole country already in other pandemics. In 1918, and I keep referring to it, go and Google or go and look on YouTube and Google out what them call the Spanish flu. The Spanish flu is something that, anyway, make us so we are going there, so make us so we are going.
You know, say no families, relationships, and communities mash up over some little idiot things. When all is said and done, you look back, you say,
I listen to everything on IRFM. IRFM on Sunday. IRFM on Monday.
Yes.
IRFM on
refresh
Tuesday.
it. Yes. We're there with you. Refresh it, brethren. Sure. Yeah, may I say, yeah, refresh it. Yeah, may I say, all right. May I get irritable, yeah. All right. If 270,000 people go and get the vaccine, it must be that the members of parliament first must get the vaccination and them family. 270,000 people. The members of parliament, the prime minister, and the wellness guy, the name again, Tufton, must take the vaccine, and them family must take the vaccine. That people who is insecure about the vaccination will see that them take it. You understand? So let me say it again, you know. If them want to put confidence in the people, there's 270,000 people that is going to be vaccinated. I am saying that to bring confidence in the Jamaican people who doubt this vaccination, the government and the opposition who is in parliament should take the vaccine and them family take the vaccine so that it will instill confidence in the Jamaican people to take the vaccine. I don't know why no government man talk about him not take the vaccine because him not near Muta and him not near Tom and John and all them people who say me no want no vaccine, me not take no vaccine. You know see? Because him said the vaccine will be free. Yes. The Prime Minister said the vaccine will be free. And them now say them going to have 270,000 vaccination. Give the leaders them the vaccine first. This is the stepping razor, the art of war. Names. African names time. African names very important to your level of consciousness. So we're going to give you some girls' name first. Ready? You get your pen already? All right. We should have know. I tell you, say we're going to do it after the music news every Thursday. Isabis. I-S-A-B-I-S. Isabis means something that is beautiful. I-S-A-B-I-S. Isabis. Jamila. J-E-M-I-L-A. Jamila means beautiful. Malaika. Malaika. M-A-L-I-K-A. Malaika means queen. Zemora. Z-E-M-O-R-A. Zemora means one who knows the way. One who knows the way. Zuri. Z-U-R-I means beautiful, good, lovely. Okay, so that's Azibis. Izibis, I-Z-I-S-A-B-I-S means something that is beautiful. Jamila means beautiful, J-E-M-I-L-A. Malaika, M-A-L-I-K-A, Malaika means queen. Zemora, Z-E-M-O-R-A, Zemora, one who knows the way. And Zuri, beautiful, good, and lovely. That is the girl's, boy's name. Omari. Omari, O-M-A-R-I. Omari means God the highest. God the highest. Omar. O-M-A-R-R. Omar. Long life. Long life. Jahi. Jahi. J-A-H-I. Jahi. I can say Jahi too. Yes. Dignified. Dignified. Malik. M-A-L-E-K. Malik means king. Means king. So we'll go over them again. Omari. O-M-A-R-I means highest. Omar means means long life. Jabari, J-A-B-A-R-I. Jabari means comforter. Jahai, J-A-H-I means dignified. Malik, M-A-L-E-K, Malik means king. Agma coming through. American dream. Come like American nightmare now. It's weird that America, when we look at America now, it look like a third world country, don't it? Yeah, man, a serious thing. the things that me see are going on in America right now, it come like a third world country. Yes, you remember say the president did say Africa is a S-hole. Yes, and the South American country them. But when we look on really we are going in America now, I don't know. Them going to take long to wipe off that stigma there off of them. That serious stigma them have on them right now. Really and truly. But we are going through because meanwhile long as so we have a first world mind and live in a third world life. Look on the road them, it don't look like a third world country, it look like a place with just a bill. You can't believe it, but the road them look away and I don't know if them are going to fix me now. I don't know if them are going to fix me now. Because the man said don't have no money. If you don't have no money, you know. Just after the election, hey, you know, so them contract they will just read out. They start issue out before him say them don't have no money to fix the road. Yes, them start issue it out because them do them things and not just as them say to you, them hear it, you know. Them work it out first and then go in parliament, go call that's your position, can't hear it. And then make it public to the people them. You understand? It's a weird thing. Weird thing. What affect the people them do have no say into it. If you do them claim say them win the authority and the right to govern the people them for the next 4 years. And these little peoples, what them call them PNP party, were just dead as figure. Them look there as a figure thing. Like, this is what Jamaica was like. It didn't have a party, an opposing party in the People's National Party. Them not serving no purpose. No purpose them serve. You understand? Because them is government too. Them not serving no purpose. So we the people have to go really figure out exactly what we are going to do. Yeah, we have to go figure out what we are going to do. Because it now work out for the people them. Now work out for the people them. And the youth them kind of get away now. Because you see how the gun thing I go. I see some gun are coming at Jamaica now. Well, the gun them crisp like a war. May I tell you? I don't know where them gun they come from rotted. Yeah, man, them rotted gun, they look like something were legal in the hands of the youth them. It's like them come through legally. Maybe come through legally and it's illegal still. Because we don't know who they are at the airport and we don't know who they are at the wharf. Because we don't understand how them gun they come in at the island. And them claims that now them can't have all of the port of entry in Jamaica. Them have big money I support them, big US money I support them for really protect the sea and all them things. So how them going to reach her? How them going to reach her? Them still not talk to America yet, you know. The government not talk to America for say watch her. It's unacceptable that these high-powered rifles should be coming in Jamaica. And them actually come from America. Some people say it come via Haiti, where them have drugs for guns for drugs. But really and truly, America should be, America have put down things, stipulation upon countries for do certain things. But the guns them will come from America, we can't tell them, say, look here, it's gonna cause a problem. America caused a problem with those high-powered rifles. Them coming from America is a serious thing. What you reap, you shall sow. And right now, what you sow, you're reaping. Yes. It's just going on because you reap criminality and you sow gun. You sow the gun them and you reap murder. Yeah, man. It's just simple that, you know. You sow the gun them and you reap criminality. It's criminality versus gun versus who must do what and who not doing what them supposed to do. What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? But everybody still have the American dream. 400 people dead from COVID, them say. And over 11 million people infected. That is not something to really smile about or really feel, why that's another big thing. It's a terrible thing.